Yeah. Speaking of that, can you hear me? Pretty good. You can hear me pretty good. Uh,
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
okay. And so I like we're live on.
NX Comics. Oh,
Yeah,
we live on Twitch. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
we live on Twitch right now.
So for those who are watching on Instagram, I'm doing like a double stream. Unless you're on like a Twitch, we're actually streaming me and my buddy Fred Juice Lee. He is streaming on Twitch, so I'm over on there as well. But I'm also streaming on Instagram. But Jen actually said, "What's your favorite characters thus far to draw?" Uh, I guess you gotta be more specific. Are you talking about mainstream, independent, or just in general? Because in general, I mean, I haven't really thought about it, but I have fun like when I drew the static issue that I did for DC. Um, but quite honestly, I'm like really enjoying like characters who, definitely have like muscular to them, but like also like fun designs. Because like that's just a default, obviously, for like superhero comics. Not obviously all like superheroes are like way muscular, but I'm just been lately feeling more of
Squigs.
like the funness of the sculpture of the human anatomy. So I'm trying to get better at it though as well.
Right, right.
Hopefully that answers your question. Comic book
Uh,
boss, what's good, man? Thanks for joining.
okay. As we do a thing here. Forgive me for adjusting my page here. Um, but anyway, because I'm actually going to go ahead and go live on IG as well and make it
Nice.
all copacetic. Hopefully, my phone doesn't randomly die, while we're doing this. So that'll be a thing. But
It'd be dope if I could join you on there as well. Oh yes, the Scrap Comic official went live.
yep.
But I don't think I can do it like properly on my because I also have I just need to figure out I just need to like invest in I guess a burner iPhone or something because like I got my iPod which is basically how I do my live streams or not my live well yeah live streams but also how I do my um what's it called time lapse videos when I'm recording like the stuff I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that joint is. I think we had this discussion. Like it's crazy to think that if you have an iPod in this day and age, you have a relic.
Yeah,
You essentially have like a CD player.
you really do. Like, I was just telling, I think I was talking to somebody about that like a while ago. I don't know if it was the conversation you and me had or what, but yeah, it does feel like that though. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
And it's kind of scary because like you starting to see like wow like the ages of technology have progressed, and I love it. Obviously, there's obviously pros and cons, but yeah, it's scary. And I'll never forget like I saw like someone posted on like Instagram like a it was funny, but it also kind of made me like a little sad. But obviously how like when people like do like Halloween costumes, like they'll go into like you know the spirit shop or whatever, like
mm-hmm.
around that season, and they'll get stuff. Usually people are going for just like fun things. Like, oh, I want to dress as a cowboy, or I want to dress as like a ninja, or whatever. But then like you got those costumes, just like dress like people from the '60s,
Right.
dress like people from the '70s. Oh, that's
Now,
cool. Dress like the '80s. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
throwback. And then now the '90s
yeah. It's like
is
now the
now the
'90s.
costume.
It's like dressed like people from the '90s.
Like I saw someone literally just say it's like, yo, like I feel like hurt thinking that my generation that I grew up in is now a costume.
Right.
So
Well, that's the thing about like what's his face like this dude that's usually on my chats, this cat Squiggles, man. Like he's a young dude, man, and like he was bringing up like we had a conversation like a couple of streams ago, and we were talking about he was talking about random stuff like in the '90s because he was talking about like yeah, the Jeffrey Dahmer show, this and this, and like that would be
the
crazy
Jeffrey
if
Dahmer show in the '90s.
no, he was like, that'd be crazy if someone saw like the Jeffrey Dahmer show or whatever. And it was like, wait, it
Oh
was
yeah,
like, bro, like it was actually happening then. You know what I'm saying? And like, I remember being like a kid, like when it was happening. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy. So
okay. Comic book boss, you say you still got your MP3 player. The real question is, does that joint still work?
yeah, that's the real question
Kudos. I mean, like, listen, like there's like
because those things have
retro technology that if it's still kicking around, like the only things I used to like chalk to, or the things I used to like say like, yeah, that thing's gonna be around the 64, and if you had no dust ever in the existence of your house, maybe your Sega. But yeah, like
Right.
or maybe Atari. Atari's actually suffered.
Yeah. Yep. But
Actually, Dreamcast. Obviously, I think like Dreamcast is like on the same wavelength as like play PS1. But yeah, I just remember like some of those things like anything was solid.
mhm.
Like those N64 game cartridges are like registered weapons in my
Oh,
book.
oh yeah, they are. They are
You
definitely.
say yes. It's a AAA battery, 600 songs. Man,
Wait, he had a battery
that's
powered
crazy.
iPod. That's crazy.
No, MP3.
Oh yeah, like battery powered MP3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen those before.
Oh man, that's crazy. Like, cause every MP3 I ever had, or every iPod I ever had, was just like you charged it. So, and I had,
Yeah.
but then again, like the
Well, the
first iPod.
MP3 ones, like the MP3 ones, like the ones that I've seen, or at least the ones that I've had before. Yeah, you had a like a battery pack with it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Wait, hold up. Let me do something real quick, cause it's kind of distracting.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, put it on shuffle. Although, like, there's just something about like I don't know. I guess like I'm just so used to it now. Like with Spotify or what other like streaming platform you have it for like getting your favorite song. When you get that one song you want to put on repeat,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, MP3s didn't really have that like capability as much. Like later on they started to get that where it's like, oh yeah, don't skip, just put
Oh
on repeat.
snap. Yeah. Uh, the dude Squiggles he was talking about, he owns like a Game Boy Pocket. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, you like, but like that's a relic to him because I'm like the Game Boy Pocket. Like, granted, I remember the Game Boy Pocket. Um, that was like, what was it like, 98, 99, something like that.
Something like that. And every time I think about like 98, 99, it's like, man, that was like the cusp of like things booming after that. Like once you
Mm-hmm.
got into like early 2000s.
Right.
But yeah, that was the time when like in my kid brain, I never could see past the idea of like, man, you remember Game Boy Color? And
Right.
then they got to the Game Boy. What was the next one? The one basically had like the when they started doing like the lights behind it because before
So
the Game
so
Boy
there was a
Color,
Game
you had to
Boy,
play the
there was a
game
Game
games
Boy, then there was the
less
Game
streaming.
Boy wait, hold up. There was a Game Boy and then there was a Game Boy Color, which was the one that had the backlight. And then like
Was the
then it was Game Boy
oh was that
Advance.
the one? Was that the one that was like a widescreen where they would advance that? That's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Game Boy Advance was the game changer because once you got
Yeah.
that, it's like okay, I can play long car rides like the parents got taking the kids to see grandma and grandpa. So about like a
Right.
5 hour drive, pull out that joint.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
nighttime.
yeah. Game
Yeah,
Boy Advance was
because
it.
before you had to get the little attachment. Yeah, you had to get the little like light attachment. I just remember thinking I was like so cool with that. I was like, but the screen just feels weird. It's like, yeah, before it was bad because like having a light shine on that screen wasn't doing it.
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up, but I know there's definitely got to be like a '90s nostalgia podcast out there. And man, if you ever need like a day just to pick you up to go on like a nice nostalgia trip, it doesn't bring you down. It's like, oh man, all this stuff is good. Remember it. I
Right,
wish I could
exactly.
bring it back.
Exactly. So,
Like, did I tell you that I've been recently reading like this book, this memoir called Piccolo's Black?
oh no, no.
Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it,
Man,
but like
yeah,
I
it's by
haven't.
this dude named Jordan Calhoun, and basically it's like him just like retelling his life, growing up in Detroit, with him and his family and whatnot, and it gets into like race, religion, and other things, but also like the pop culture of that time of like what
Right.
it was like to grow up black, absorbing pop culture, and then like to before the term was even coined, blurred, you know, what that experience was like, how we
Oh.
obviously like there's black coding, before we even understood what that meant, just like knew, okay, this dude, he's a nigga.
Yeah.
He's a he the other. Skeeters, yeah, that dude, yeah, he goes to Cooley High.
Right, right.
So,
Yeah. So
but yeah, no, it's a fun book. I'm enjoying it.
yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Squiggle. So what's going on is you know our friend Charles here is actually drawing one of the pages of my comic book Scrap. So yes, that's why you're seeing a shirtless man on your screen. but uh, but yeah,
Context is king.
context is king because like that particular scene is the a scene in a MMA gym and basically like pretty much in that MMA gym like some crazy stuff happens. Oh, boom, excellent. But yeah, no, it's just some crazy stuff that happens in the MMA gym, and people fight, people get thrown through windows, that whole thing. So you know. Do 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 do. How is it? How is it like? That's crazy. Oh, like, all right, come on now. Yeah, you've been snowed in, Squigs. Like that's crazy. Like luckily we haven't had snow. It's just been super freaking cold.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 inches or 2 feet of snow or -2 degrees.
Right. Yeah, it's been
No,
like
actually, that's nothing. -2 ain't that bad, but it's like, yeah, -20 degrees. I'll say that.
yeah, it's been absolutely ridiculously cold, man. I've been like, bro, like this is insane. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's how it is sometimes.
All right, cool. Uh, shit. He said he got WWE 2K23 2 weeks ago. Wait, 2K24 doesn't come out in 4 days, does it? I thought two. Well, wait. You mean
It's only
2K?
24 now, so I would
Actually,
assume.
2K25 would be the
I was
next one,
about to
and
say, yeah,
that comes out after WrestleMania.
Battlefield comes out that year.
Yeah.
Doug, what's good?
Hmm.
Working on a page, drawing some folks who are laughing at someone's misery.
Yep.
Or maybe not laughing, but sneering.
Yeah.
Hey Doug, how's it going?
But yeah, if the WWE game comes out at huh, okay, yeah, WWE game comes out like then. I know I'm probably not gonna get it. The next game I get is Tekken, and that's Tekken comes out next week. So
Oh yeah, I definitely should. Once I come off my video game fast, maybe I'll actually play Tekken.
yeah,
Oh man,
now
it's gonna
I
be
know I'm
fun.
definitely getting Tekken. So that's like the only two games I'm like getting is Tekken and like Final Fantasy Rebirth. Beyond that, like
Yeah,
I have no plans to get any other games. Like just because,
yeah,
just the reality is I won't be able to play them. So
yeah. I get that. Yeah, Doug. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, relaxing after dinner before getting back to work. You know what? That's what I appreciate, and I know like there's probably other YouTubers, like comic artists out there, or even writers too, who talk about like just what it's like, to kind of like mentally move through a day. It's not like you're just working on comics like nonstop throughout the day, and sometimes you have to do it to like get a deadline or whatever. But there'll be days where it's like, as much as I love drawing, like I'm just tired of drawing this page, and I need like a break mentally, and I need like kind of like a shift. But you get back into it, almost kind of like resting in between like reps at a gym. Like I'm
yep,
learning a lot because I've honestly started to get back into the gym more. Just in general, like I've really been trying to get serious about like strength training and just toning my body a little more. But it's funny, I haven't really like took this serious as like when I was in my 20s when it was just easier to like build muscle just naturally without thought. But now that I'm like in my 30s, it's like it's definitely much more precise in how I have to do this. And you obviously understand this, Doug. Just like as you get older, how you go for building muscle and retaining strength, training to build up strength back.
mm-hmm,
So yeah, I kind of feel like that. Somewhat applies with like you know being a what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I guess a commercial artist in general is like you definitely got to make sure you don't burn yourself out and kind of find ways to like come back at a page or even if it's just like the rough underdrawing of something, just kind of saying like, yeah, this page layout looks fine, but I want it to look better.
right. Yeah, I dig that. I was just talking to a dude in the gym today, man, because I was like, because now I'm in my 40s, so it's just like, I gotta like, I have to be mindful. I have to like the biggest thing for me. I know I have to be mindful about like how I eat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, like, cause
yeah,
no matter what I do in the gym, like I can't like you can't outwork the fork. You know what I'm saying? Like you had the
yeah.
luxury of being able to do that in your 20s, but like you really can't do it in your 40s now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Dude, I'm mourning like literally. I'm sad about like certain things that like I just can't eat. If I want to like maintain like a certain like lifestyle, I need a body type. There's just certain things I can't eat anymore, and I'm trying to obviously be like wise with it because like depending on your lifestyle, like being as Doug mentioned, being an artist, you have more of a sedentary lifestyle. You have to really implement like how active you are to obviously maintain your metabolism. No matter what, you're gonna lose that as you get older, but it's like the more you have an active metabolism, the better you can like burn stuff. But also, no matter how much you're burning, it also depends on your diet and what you're eating.
mm-hmm.
Hey Tiffany,
Oh, you're here.
Yeah,
I've got
it's
everything set up.
it's definitely a
there's no
big thing.
escaping karaoke here, is there?
Like, did I tell you like
You
there's
want
this
to
one
sing
place,
first?
there's this one like dessert cookie place that I don't even know if I want to mention it because it might make people struggle, man. It's taking over, man. But like there's this place called Cookie Crumble, man.
Yeah, Cookie Crumble. I know about Cookie Crumble. We got them here. Yeah, they
It's gourmet cookies every week.
yeah.
Luckily, these last couple of weeks, like they've been kind of like basic flavors. Like I don't want this, man. These are like starter flavors for people who just like don't want to get into some good stuff. So I'm like whatever, chocolate, whatever, vanilla. I'm waiting for them good flavors, but still, even that, I'm like I gotta say no. In my
Yeah.
head, it's like no, I can't have this.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I know what it's like, man. Cause yeah, I've had crumble cookie like a couple of times, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I don't think I need to do this.
That's funny. Doug said I'm almost 61. Even looking at a cookie, I'll gain. And I mean, I envy you, man, Doug. Obviously, like you put in a lot of years of like bodybuilding and strength training. So even hearing you just say this, like, yep, everybody falls into it. So, but hey, man, that's why I'm really happy about like knowing other artists and creators, like writers and artists in the community space of comics who they're not the stereotype. Not the body shame or anything, but the stereotype of like the Simpsons dude from the comic book shop,
Right.
just kind of laid back, doesn't do anything. But it's like, no, you got writers and artists out here who are very much into fitness. Maybe they're not like fitness nuts, but they definitely like enjoy it, and it's a little side hobby, but it's also something they can really enjoy, outside of like like I said, a sedentary lifestyle.
Right.
And Jorge Jimenez, one of like the top artists at DC, the dude is looking like Stallone every time, and he's delivering like art just as powerful looking. So that's the goal. Trying to get like him, Doug, and other artists that I've seen. Like even like I remember like the last time, this is years ago, I met like John Boy Meyer at a convention, and that dude is ripped. It was like, I don't know what he looks now, but it's like I just remember it's like, yeah, that dude is good. Oh, by the way, I think I might have asked you, so I apologize if like this keeps getting old like a broken record.
Is there
Did you
anything
see
you'd like me to
Godzilla
say?
minus one?
I've still not seen
No,
it yet.
thanks.
I will watch
Maybe
it
next
though.
time.
Oh, okay. So here's the
I
thing.
should
I'm
get
glad I
going.
brought it up.
Really? So soon?
It's
Yeah.
coming back in
You don't want me to
theaters.
sit
I
on your
gotta look
lap
for
and
it.
sing
But
for
it's
you?
gonna be the black and white version.
That's the kind of thing
Really?
fans usually want.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So basically, like
you
a
put it like
throwback,
that.
old school style. Godzilla's the
Let's
black
go
and
sing.
white.
Okay.
You ready to go crazy?
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna go see it for like a second rewatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly, like I haven't seen Monarch, so I hear a lot of people saying that that's also good. But for me, I think Godzilla minus one is the best Godzilla movie ever.
What you been up to?
Yeah, I can see that. Like that's what a lot of people have been saying like Godzilla minus one is like it's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? So um
Yeah,
cuz it cuz it
overall it's like
it nails the mythos.
I
Welcome back Squigs. But yeah, it nails the mythos
yeah,
though.
you're right. It nails the mythos, but also it does something that I'm just gonna say it. These Transformers movies have never done to me. They endear me to the human side of it. To be honest, like it's actually more of a human story than a monster movie. And yet Godzilla is still awesome, and he's a bad guy. Godzilla is not. You don't cheer for him. He's
Yeah.
hurting people.
Because
Yeah, he's doing like such a great job, but you feel just as much for like the human side of things. Like that's the kind of story I really want to be invested in and watch. Granted, like it's still fun to like watch like Godzilla King of the Monsters or like who is it, Kong versus Godzilla. I'm still salty because I really wanted like Kong to win, but yeah, I think those are the kind of movies that when you have those human elements in there, which you can't get away from. I mean, unless like you have like a insane budget where it's like, oh yeah, this is just gonna be all monster CGI throughout the entire movie. Not gonna happen.
right.
But even if they did, you still gotta have an endearing moment for like other characters, side characters. But for what they did in Godzilla minus one with the main protagonist, just the story setup, it was like honestly, I like texted people afterwards. I saw it later. It's like, yo, like everybody's been talking about like this movie being good, and I agree with that. But where were the people talking? Like maybe I'm just a baby, but like, did anyone else like almost cry in the beginning? Like just the premise itself was like super sad and very moving.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Alright, Doug,
I still got to
talk
watch
you
it.
later. Good luck with whatever page you're working on.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
say that again, Fred.
no, I still got to watch it, but yeah, like that's really good like if you have that because yeah, like you said, like Godzilla definitely has to be like a force of nature, you know what I'm saying? Godzilla has to be like this issue, that like
Yeah.
humans are almost helpless to stop. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, the cool thing about it is like in this rendition, yeah, he's that. But in like the other ones, like to be honest, I like the Kong versus Godzilla one where like yeah, he's like the I would say anti-hero, but basically becomes like a hero where it's like yeah, like he can fight different types as well. But it's like you can play both depending on what the story calls for.
yeah. Yo, what's up, Parker? But yeah, also congratulations on your win, Parker. I saw that you got the guy you won that fight. So but yeah, like no, like it's a thing. I don't know. Say what you were saying one more time because I got distracted like responding to Parker. So
Yeah, as far as like Godzilla can play both roles. Like
yeah.
he can play, he can be sympathetic from and cheer from, or he can be just like a force of nature. He's more like a plot device.
Right.
So even in the ones where he's like sympathetic, I guess he'll always be a plot device because he's not really a character for like got like the kaiju camera. Well, I don't know, kind of like obviously like Kong is a little more sympathetic because he's a gorilla.
Mhm.
But
yeah, but like I think like with Godzilla, I think he's a character. How I've always perceived him as just being this character that is like I said, he's a result of like the way I've always seen it is he was a result of humans basically messing up. You know what I'm saying? And humans messing up the environment.
You'll love like
and like
you'll love
he's like, okay, I'm sick of y'all. Yeah.
Because this is a specific nation, and you probably know where I'm going with this. Like it's involved with like how Godzilla is the way he is, and it adds to the sadness of like the human side of things from like the Japanese situation in the story. So good. Yeah, I definitely can't wait till it comes out to see it in that version.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Once you're inside, find your own gun and use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. Are you insane? I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you. So I got waitlisted for what's it called? GalaxyCon.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, and I basically emailed him asking like, oh, okay, that's what it is. But I asked him because like I'm always curious to like kind of know like, okay, so what are the reasons? And then you can say the reasons, and it says because tables are sold out. I was like, okay, that's interesting. How are tables sold out if people are applying for tables already?
Because GalaxyCon.
Their system how.
No, the thing that I've seen about GalaxyCon is they're very much like, they don't really like take into account like what happens until or like they just keep accepting people until like it's just I guess we can stop accepting people, and then they're weird about communication. At least with Columbus, the Columbus one they were. So and then they'll be like, yeah, we'll waitlist you. We're gonna waitlist you, just because like, we haven't like, how do you want to say it? Like we're gonna waitlist you because like we're waiting for someone to drop out. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. That means that it's not curated.
Yeah, it's really not. It's really not. That was the vibe that I always got from like the one that I went to last month. So yeah.
What, in Columbus?
Yeah, the one in Columbus, Ohio, like it was the same thing, where it was just like it's not curated. It like the most that they did was like they were just like, oh yeah, here's just make sure you can't sell T-shirts. Squiggles GalaxyCon is a comic convention that is basically in it's in Columbus, Ohio, but yeah, that like I said, it's just it's a big comic convention. So yeah, but like it's a big comic convention that happens in Ohio. I mean, like I go to a lot of comic conventions like to sell my comics. So like we all these comic conventions are like they're different. Yeah, it's like Comic Con. It is a Comic Con. Um, but yeah, all these comic conventions are all different.
But some of them are built different.
Yeah, they're.
Let me tell you about.
This is true.
Let me tell you about New York Con, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Son.
Son. Yeah, I told you I saw him, right? I saw him at
Yeah.
at GalaxyCon, yeah. But but no, like the thing about like all these conventions, they're all built, they're all different, in how they're ran. Some of them are ran better than others. Some of them are like where they really curate how you get into certain conventions. Like they curate like who's in the artist alley where they'll like look and examine and be like, okay, are you the right fit for what we're doing? Or and then they'll just say yay or nay for what obscure reason. And then like it's other ones that be like, oh, we'll just take anybody because we just want everybody's money, and we just wait until we fill up all the slots, and then once we fill up all the slots, we'll just tell everybody else no, until somebody else drops out, and then we'll take some more people's money, and like they don't care, you know. So and then it's like other ones that are like they're super particular about like what you can sell there and what you can't sell there, and so yeah, it's really it really kind of wavers. So but
Yeah.
but yeah so that's the thing. But he said I've been to a Comic Con with one of my old friends and it was fun. Me and him had a falling out and I miss him, but I don't feel like I should talk to him. I dig that. I mean, that's kind of your thing. I mean, friendships, they do their thing. But no, like as far as the Galaxy, the comic convention stuff goes, that's like the primary way I like sell my comics. So somebody's going into the boiler. Oh, come on, give me. There we go. Can I put another dude in the boiler? I don't think I can. Oh, I can.
Oh, by the way, like I think I told you this yesterday. So like I have probably to get off like at 9.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's usually my time limit for these. Unfortunately.
No, it's all good. Yeah, it's totally all good, man. I'm just I'm probably gonna like I know I my the game I'm playing right now. It's Sleeping Dogs.
And I just realized there's like a huge delay in like the response time. Yeah. Okay. Like you're probably just getting my response now.
No, I got it. Did somebody like what are you talking about? Like somebody else like
Yeah, I know, but on my end, like you said, I got it. It's like
huh, that's weird.
on my end, like every time like you respond, it's like a lot later to like when I first said it. So like I don't know if like I'm in the future or it's just like it's still on you, but it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
So I noticed that when we're having back and forth conversations, cause like
Yeah.
I'm tripping over like what you said and whatever, cause like you're just talking, cause you're or maybe it's on my end, like you're just hearing like what I said. But it's all good. It is all good.
God dang it. All right, cool. See you, man. I don't see how you kip up from a headshot. Da da da. Key Energy, what's going on? Boom, perfect. Word, word. As you can see, you know, the homie Charles, he drawing on our stream. You know, we over on Twitch right now, man. So you know, that's the whole thing. Oh shoot. That's cool. Hey, there we go. Trying to get this headshot on this dude. Bam. Boom. All right. Do. Man, oh man. All right. Let's see.
Fuck. Siwa, you're coming with me. Fuck you! You're not taking me alive!
Everybody runs.
I wish I could see what you're doing on your end. I can't see it unless I was on Twitch. Actually, think about it. No, I can't do it at the same time. I'm gonna try this.
Where are we going? Where the fuck did he go? How do I get down? Oh, okay. Boom.
Honestly, it's like I'm listening to this. It kind of reminds me of Watch Dogs when they first came out.
What seafood dot? Oh.
After the game came out, actually, people were complaining. It's like, yeah, the first Watch Dogs, like the dude was boring, the main character, blah blah blah, and they wanted something different. And some people were kind of critical to the fact that it took place in Chicago, and then like obviously when it got to like the gangster side of things, obviously it was like
There were no black people.
whole Caprini green. Yeah, no, there were black people, but like when they got to the black folk, it was all Caprini greened up, and it was just all like saving like the hood, purchase and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there are aspects like that in Chicago that are real black community, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. I just remember people complaining about it to the point it's like, yeah, man, it's like boring white character, man. We need to do something different. And then Rockstar, or not Rockstar, whoever did the game, responded with, okay, cool, let's make this cool black character. Oh, and by the way, it's set in San Francisco.
Right.
And that dude is not cool, barely black, and I was just not a fan. I was so to the point it's like, because people were complaining, it's like, man, this is just like GTA, man. Like, it's supposed to be more about hacking. It's like, you idiots.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be both.
It really is supposed to be both.
Like, listen, there are times when I just want to go guns a blazing.
Right.
There are other times like, yeah, I want to be strategic with this. I don't like that taken away.
Yeah.
And the second one, they said, okay, fine, we'll just make it all about like you gotta be stealthy, you can't complete the mission by just kind of bogarting your way through. I like that aspect. That was fun.
Shit, I said, don't move.
Apparently, non-hackers obviously had some ideas.
Oh shoot.
Like honestly, that's a series that I can see like Netflix or it's like Amazon like picking up like, hey, what's the line is? Because like essentially what it is, you get like Sam Ishmael. He basically gave this. That's essentially what you do.
Yeah, you talking about like making a Watch Dogs Netflix series?
Yeah, if they wanted to do that, that's all you would do if you wanted to be decent.
I mean, it could work. Oh wow. Oh man, my bad, pork bun guy. But yeah, I mean, it could work. I think it's a
I absolutely can see it working. Absolutely.
yeah. Come on. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Bam.
Are you fucking done? Okay, I'm done. What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
It's like, it's not even that serious. Yo, man, you wanna die? And then he's saying some of the wildest things. Like, I remember, like, I forget the phrase, but, like, oh, man, but, like, Watch Dogs, like, there was, like, this one, like, part of the level where I had to, like, break into the, the gangster Caprini Green, like, crack house or whatever,
Right.
and infiltrate it. I had to get past, like, these two guards. And
Mhm.
basically they had, like, this, like, stupid conversation, and, like, one of them started saying, like, oh, pretty please, mother, may I? And it's like, it's like permission to what is it? Permission to do this, and he said you can have permission to shut the f up. And I was like, it was just it was funny, but also like it's kind of
Yeah.
like very eye rolling. Because
Right.
like
Right.
I had to do that. It's like that mission was kind of hard. Like you got to sneak past it. It's like they were alerted by the slightest things. And like I had too many of them joints. It's like
tonight on
the
the
so like
partnership
I heard
with
that
guys.
same like
Done.
track over and over again. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I gotta beat this. Not just because I want to advance, but also I want to get past like these dudes and this stupid like
Mhm.
conversation that I'm like eavesdropping on.
Right.
Little token of my respect. Keep this up.
Yeah, man. That's
I get the
I don't
feeling
know.
things are
I
moving up.
some of those missions, man. Like they be
Hey man,
I just be like I think it's probably just because I'm older now, man. Like sometimes, man, I just some of these missions like that they have now, like
you show your true
on
colors.
some of these games, I just be like, bro, I can't even mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I hope it's always that I hope they're optional. And I used to always get mad about like, did you ever play Uncharted? Charles, did you ever play Uncharted?
Yeah, which one? I played all of them.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which one. So you know how like if you fail a mission
I
so
played
many
all of
times.
them. Which one are you referring to?
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one. Like do you know how like um it basically once you fail a mission, it'll pretty much like after so many times they'll just be like, "Hey, you just want to skip this?" It's like I used to be at that point where I was just like, "Oh man, I feel bad." Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like an idiot like when I couldn't pass a mission. But nowadays, I'm like, dude, I would welcome that. You know what I mean? Because like back in the day, it would just be like, man, I just feel embarrassed like, that they would do that to me. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Man, I hate that option. And I mean, they need to like that's a slap in the face. That's a slap in the face for me. That's just like
Yeah, I mean, it is like. I guess it depends on like how hard of a gamer you are, though. You know what I mean? So.
yeah, no, I find that the absolute most disrespect. When that thing pops up, I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah, because then you do like, because I mean, you do feel like, man, damn, am I really that bad? You know what I mean? But like, other times, like,
Man, listen, I finally was able. Well, I guess finally, but it's like last year when I played God of War Ragnarok,
mm-hmm.
I put on the hardest setting, and I was able to beat it because I found out the secret. Or at least like with the way they had that game constructed, I don't think like some of the other games that I used to play that this could have worked. But essentially, all you got to do is be patient, block, parry. That's it. It's not even a skill level thing. It's just like how patient are you for like the AI, like the boss you're fighting to mess up or open up a window of opportunity.
Right.
Because essentially, they're gonna attack with like the same, 3-set combo in like probably 3 different like variations.
Yeah.
And you can like time it. It's like, okay, bet he's gonna do this, block, parry, duck, move to the side, hit, get my couple hits in. All right, he's gonna like D up his defense like super hard, so I can't even get him again. I gotta block, wait for it to happen again. It's just a patience thing, and honestly, that's what makes it seem hard. Like if I was full result, I'd be like, oh yeah, there's no way to beat this game. It's like no, you just gotta have patience.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, for like a flow sake of things, it sucks. It feels like it's the hardest thing ever as like a kid, but no. Now, I wish that same game mechanics could happen for other games that still to this day haunt my childhood, such as Battletoads,
Yeah.
such as Shinobi, games that I embarrassingly have never beat.
Yeah, no, I dig it because like shit. I mean, Battletoads. I'm not going down that road. That road, but I will see your Battletoads and raise you the original Turtles game. So the original like TMNT game for NES and like basically the River Dam stage is it's a stuff of nightmares. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely the stuff of nightmares. And like, you know, the kids who have never gotten to play the River Dam stage in the original Turtles game will never know pain like that stage. So yeah, like man, that was brutal.
To this day, I actually, again, like, we're just gonna be honest, like, I actually have never beat, what was it, Sonic and Knuckles, the third one, I guess, on Sega Genesis. It's like, man, this is, too diverse for my, understanding, I guess. You
I
beat me, Sega. You got me.
I can't remember if I beat Sonic and Knuckles or not.
Like, some of those robotic fights are just, like, unfair.
I can't
It's
I
just
can't
like
remember if I beat it or not. Like
8-year-old, 10-year-old me complaining, but yeah.
yeah, I really can't remember if I beat it or not. Like I might have beat it, maybe, but then again, I'm not 100% sure. So that's the thing about that one. Cause like I remember having it, whether I borrowed it from a friend or what. I remember having the game.
You know what? Also, as I think about it, would probably ruin like my thirst slash ambition for wanting to beat. Oh, Trey's the
Yo, Charles, you there? Charles. Uh, I don't know what happened to his audio or his side of the thing.
like the minute cheat codes came in, I was like, all right, what's the passcode for me to like get unlimited ammo, the golden gun, flying ability, just invincibility. I just want to beat. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, yeah. For a second, I guess you had.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. But like, I guess for a second you had kind of cut out there for a second. I don't
All right,
know.
you know what? I'm gonna kill. Okay, I'm gonna kill the. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the Instagram stream because like I think that's kind of what's messing up. Trey's the rock star. Welcome, bro. I'm trying to get my stuff together to do a comic. Yeah, man. Do what you need to do, man. Like draw consistently, study, learn. Obviously, things you probably have heard. If you've gotten advice from people, it's the same things. And pretty much, there's no getting around it. Just continue to draw, continue to learn, continue to grow, and yeah, do what you want to do. Have fun with like the stuff you love. I should copy that email from. Let's see. Where is this thing at?
Do 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 do. All right. Turn around.
That's interesting. It's not there. Why is it not there? Okay, that's annoying me. You said, man, I've been watching a while now. You draw quick. No, I don't draw quick. I just draw very slow. And the truth is, this is obviously stuff that's like pre, like sketch. So obviously, like that's the underlying drawing that you see. Like once I finish things and get things cleaned up, it'll look more like this. Once I get like the border figured out and everything that I want. But yeah, it's a process, man. But honestly, yeah, everyone has their own style. Everyone has their own interpretation of how they want to, render things, and I think that adds to it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it doesn't necessarily constitute other styles as bad or not, but people literally can draw with amounts to what would be a stick figure, and it's fast and it's easy for them, and yeah, it's that's how they're able to do it. But there's other things that take more of a process, and I always give like the analogy of like it's like building a house brick by brick. I mean, you can either build a house, or if you want, you can build like a 2 by 2, or I guess like 4 by 4 little box of bricks. And yeah, you got that easy, but it's not a house. But that's all subjective. That's just my thought on it. But yeah, man, like definitely don't allow what you perceive as like fast and slow to deter you of how you want to go about drawing things, you know. And that's what I always say to people. It's like just experiment, have fun, just doodle in a sketchbook, and kind of find what just feels fun for you. Because whatever is fun is really going to propel you to wanting to grow. And when you have kind of like that natural, I mean, obviously, yeah, there's things you got to do that you may not like. It's not fun to help you grow. But I think honestly, growing in like a natural way, being propelled by a passion, that's what kind of like sets you apart as like a creative person. All right, now back to why is this thing copying?
Boom.
Oh, what was in that corner? Wow, that's stupid. Okay, that's fine.
Hey, ew, ew, ew. Oh my god. That was crazy. Crazy indeed.
Yes, it is. Man, I need to draw more graffiti. Or just write it, actually.
I've been I have this weird thing like in Cincinnati when I'm driving around is I like notice like a lot of the graffiti tags and like it's interesting to see like how because a lot of them like in Cincinnati at least a lot of them are always along the highway. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess that's the highest
Makes
visibility.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like so you'll have like certain
Like on buildings or bridges or just.
it just a lot of bridges, a lot of wall like the sound walls and stuff like that. So
Oh, yeah.
so you'll get like a lot of different stuff, and then you get some obscure places along those areas.
Like in between, like an alley.
Yeah.
That's like prominently seen, yeah.
So yeah, like you'll get like under a bridge, like so you'll get like the metal part under a bridge where it's like basically 20 feet above the highway. You know what I'm saying? And so and it's always like, man, how did they get up there? You know what I mean? To do this, because you know you have to think like one they went up there and did it. They went up there and uh, put that tag up it had to be in less than like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like in
Oh, even less than that.
yeah, it's like
Like
in
I've heard that like 10 minutes would be like the sweet spot. Like even like
yeah.
pushing it, depending on like obviously the traffic and high visibility. Like listen, there's a story to this day that's still like it's funny, and there's probably like a lot more like intense and insane stories out there. But I remember like I'm from DC originally, and in the early 2000s, I remember like in high school like he had like a friend who did graffiti. I actually was jealous because I never did actual like graffiti, like actually graffiti or anything like that. But I obviously like drawing sketchbooks. But I
Mhm.
had a couple of friends who were doing it, and basically they were telling me the story of like there's this one dude who was known as Borf,
Mhm.
BORF. It's such a stupid word, but it's like that was his tag name. Anyway, he basically he used to have like tags throughout DC wherever you see him, but apparently like in broad daylight, like in the middle of the day, probably during like right between like more like not morning but like like second rush hour because like I feel like nowadays there's like three rush hours. It's like morning rush hour, middle day rush hour doesn't make any sense, and then late you know or early evening rush hour. But anyway, in the middle of like second rush hour, he basically threw a tag in broad daylight over like a busy like I guess street highway or whatever, and yeah, just did it and walked away as if nothing happened
Wow.
and did not get caught. Like people saw him on the highway doing it. I was like, what?
That is crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like some like Banksy type of stuff.
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, we saw him. Couldn't do anything about it.
Right, exactly. It's just like because
Yeah,
the thing about it is it's so quick that like, you know,
it should be,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, it'd be like those things be so quick that like you by the time like you can get a cop to the area to like stop the guy, they're already gone.
yeah.
You know.
Because like, essentially, what are they gonna do? It's like you're in like, and especially like that specific area where it's done. It's like there's nothing you can do because like he could get away. He's more mobile even on foot in like that area of DC. It's like yeah,
Mhm.
I can just go down this whole river bridge and yeah, I'm gone.
Right. So yeah, and that's the thing. So like I know in Cincinnati right now there's a guy um, who is who does like tags, and they've been doing them all up 75, and 75 is like so. Just to give you a quick layout of how Cincinnati works, um, so you have like basically what's called a 275 loop, which is I-275. It
Yeah,
loops around like you know, Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio. Like, but Cincinnati encompasses it. You know what I'm saying? Going through that, like going north and south, you have I-71 and I-75. I-75 is like basically the straight shot. Like you actually pass downtown Cincinnati. You pass downtown Cincinnati through I-71 too, but it's kind of like it's the other side of downtown Cincinnati. Anyway,
yeah,
75 like because it's like the more it's like basically you get a bridge to Kentucky over there or whatever. But like coming up 75, like when you actually pass downtown, there's like Cincinnati State College, and then like there's a couple of neighborhoods like over on the right hand side if you're going like northbound. But like this guy Conquer, KONQR, um, he has managed to hit like off the top of my head like four different like major spots like going up 75, and it's absolutely crazy like because one of them is by like where the old subway is like there was a back in like the 20s there was supposed to be a subway in Cincinnati, and then like the depression happened and they abandoned the project, so you still have like one of the main tunnels there. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the main like tunnels that would have been where the subway would have went in, and you know, so that's all boarded up or whatever. But like Conquer has a tag right there. You go up 75 a little bit more. There's like a big aqueduct, which is like kind of like a storm drain type deal. And there's like a huge
yeah.
tag of Conquer, like if you look over in like the concrete embankment in there, and then there's like a big billboard sign. Like if you go up like maybe half a mile more, and like on the back of it, like so the billboard has this normal advertisement, but on the back of it you have Conquer, and I was just like, damn, that's crazy. And the billboard is like it's like one of those super high up billboards, so you know what I'm saying, like it's very interesting, like how that guy's like gotten around, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's one of those weird things I've noticed, like, hey, there we go, boom.
But yeah, graffiti's fun. It's cathartic because honestly, like even before I like started like trying to draw graffiti and just knowing its different elements, like it's just like fun design. Yeah, that's it. Fun design aesthetics, just going wild. I mean, obviously there's some like rhyme and reason to it, but it's like different styles like have more of an appeal to me, honestly, than some. Like fat cap style, like is really like kind of like a goofy but like kind of fun style that a lot of kids, especially like on like gym tables or whatever, will just like put that on there. It's like a little big balloon, like
Mm-hmm.
like kind of stuff. But yeah, like wild style, like in this, there's several different like iterations of that, but like it has like the very like classic like edgy like I don't know how to explain it, like not like metal, but just like a very like sharp razor edge and like slick distortion of like the characters for the letters.
Yeah, yeah, that's like I'd be honest with, like, I don't know like the different the different styles of the graffiti, but yeah, that is it's just always cool to see like what people come up with, and then like I know there's a site. I'm not sure if it still exists now, but there used to be a site because they would do it mainly for so like train cars, but like
Yeah.
the site would basically be like, hey, since train cars go all over the country, if you happen to catch somebody's tag on a train car and take a picture of it, you tell them where like where you saw it. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, some of the guys that are like that are on there, obviously they don't tell you who they are. You know what I'm saying? But like, if a person did if a person did a tag in what is it? If a person did a tag in freaking whatever place, like say he did a tag in like Dayton, Ohio, they're oh lame. But no, if a person did a tag in like Dayton, Ohio, but then like that train car gets spotted in like freaking Iowa, you know what I mean? That's like they'll like somebody will take a picture and be like, yeah, this is the thing. So yeah, that's like it's kind of cool to see like where some of these people's stuff ends up at, you know.
No, you're absolutely right.
All right, let's see. Did they give me credit for that? They did. Or at least they should have.
Okay, I got about like 2 more minutes left, and I'm gonna have to sign off.
All right, that's cool. That is cool with me. I'll probably like flip the stream out. I'm gonna kill the Instagram stream because really nothing's happening over there. I'm just doing it to do it, you know.
Yeah,
But
no, I feel you. Same here. Like, I gotta figure out how to get my numbers back up. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take, but
no, I feel
I just
you.
gotta
Like,
like get
it's got to be
started.
something.
Yeah.
So I just don't know.
Well, I haven't paid attention to like what's like the latest like update or whatever, like what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I gotta I gotta talk to Christina about that, like, cause she would know. She knows, like, I mean, granted, you know what I mean. She has like, she's a walking cheat code for this stuff, but still, like, I
How
need to.
so? Explain.
Well, she's a. Well, I mean, look at Chris. First of all, like, Christina's
I
like,
want you to say it. I know what you just. I
yeah,
just wanted you to say it out loud.
yeah. She's. I mean, she's a walking cheat code. I told her that though. Like, you're a walking cheat code. You know what I mean? So, the only difference with you is like you just gotta, and like she at least is cognizant to only use her powers for good. You know what I'm saying? So,
And for the listeners who may not get the context, what is that power?
so basically, for the people who don't know, like, Christina Porter is a friend of mine. Like, she has helped me with stuff with Scrap, but like also she is like um, an extremely beautiful woman. But she has done some things as far as like uh, cosplayed our main character Shannon Noble and stuff like that. Anyway, bottom line is like because she's incredibly beautiful, um, you know, she can just breathe and gain followers. You know what I'm saying? So um, it's just it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, she uses her powers for good because she could probably, if she was a lesser person, she probably could, really probably be, horrible with her abilities.
Man,
Um,
you make it sound like she could be
she could be a super villain.
You make it seem like she could be the Khaleesi of Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she could be. You know what I'm saying? But like, she's not interested in doing things like that. So, that's a good thing. And but no, like ultimately though, yeah, she got the cheat codes, man. Like some of the things that she gave me advice on to do, like they helped a little bit. But I just got to do more of it.
Game, she's like, you got. All right, how can men get pretty?
Yeah, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I can't do what she does. You know what I'm saying? I can't just. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that's where that was going. I thought
No,
you
no.
were gonna say like, oh yeah, she needs some tips on how to like, do my little blow up.
No.
I mean, it be hot too. You just gotta know how to work it.
Nah. But no, no, she just knows like how this social media game works and like she's just exceptionally good at it. So yeah.
Just got the plugs.
Oh, 7.
Cool. All right,
But all right.
that time. Thank y'all folks so much for joining the live stream.
Yep.
I'm gonna get off myself, but I feel like Fred, he's about to switch over.
Yeah, I'm about to switch over to my other setup here and probably stream for another good hour or so and then call it a day. So that'll be that. If you're
joined on IG and also on
if you're watching on IG, please like swing over to Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you see the link right there, twitch.tv/J_U_I_brand. You know, and yeah, that's basically what's up. So I don't know.
Yep, and keep a lookout as issue 6 is on its way.
Yes, issue 6 of Scrap is on its way, and yeah, everybody's been kind of patiently waiting for a while, but we're gonna knock this out and do some things. So, all right, y'all. Until next time, peace. All right, cool. Let me.